Hey, Matt Smith here with Matt Smith Real Estate Group, and we're here with another community spotlight. As you know, we like to be out front and be the community leader, supporting amazing businesses in our local community. So I'm here with Devin, the owner of the Office Cigar Lounge in St. Robert, Missouri. Going to talk about this amazing spot. Devin, thank you so much for having us.
Glad to have you here.
So Devin, this is an amazing place that you have here. I know a lot of our crew likes to reside here, comes and hangs out on the weekends, and it's just an amazing place and a great hangout. You and I were talking a little bit about how you got started in this place, and the story just blew me away. Would you share a little bit about what inspired this place?
Yeah, absolutely. So in 2020, I was deployed to Afghanistan. I was there in Bagram. It was basically my first day, and with it being the very first day, I didn't know anybody, didn't know what I was supposed to do, and luckily I had another chief there who just kind of welcomed me, and he said, hey, why don't you come join us for a cigar? It was a great little intro. Hey, why don't you come and join us? And we was like, sure, why not? And I had smoked a few cigars here or there, but just the amount of nostalgia that came from cigars.
Sure.
It was excellent, because it was just 6 guys. I didn't know anybody, but you know what? We could all talk about cigars. We're all talking about music. We're all just enjoying the time with each other, and finding a little bit of illegal booze here to have with it as well. It was an excellent thing. So I went from smoking that one cigar to I was smoking maybe 1, maybe 2 a day. And by the time at the end of my deployment, I was smoking pretty much 5 a day.
Oh wow.
So in a very stressful environment, cigars just give you that peace of mind, because to keep these things lit, you have to smoke them every about 60 seconds. It's just kind of like an internal therapy. It really helps reduce the stress, and having that nostalgia, having that camaraderie, it's just a really neat aspect, because nobody's on their phones. It's a conversation piece, right? So when I came back, I noticed that nothing like that was around here in St. Robert, and I just kind of mulled over the idea. I talked about it for months and months and months, and then just one day I sort of woke up and like, I'm gonna put my foot through that door. I found some partners, and we all deployed to Afghanistan with each other. We're all combat vets.
Very
and
cool.
We just decided, hey, this is what we're gonna do.
I love it.
And so we kind of settled on the name. I'm a dad at heart, so I like funny things, right? So we called it The Office. So where are you at? Well, I'm at The Office.
One of the things that blows me away about this place is just the experience, just the feel, the vibe when you walk in. And I think that people really need to be here to experience it. And I know that that's near and dear to your heart. Can you kind of walk us through what should someone expect with an experience when they walk in the door here?
An experience that you're going to walk into as soon as you come through those big oak doors right there in the front is you're instantly going to be greeted. Welcome to The Office. Are you here for a drink or here for a cigar? Because we want to make sure that you feel comfortable. So a lot of people will walk into a cigar lounge feeling uncomfortable. They don't really know what to do. So we have to be warm, inviting, and cigars, it might be something they're just trying out for the first time. So we always offer, within those first 10 seconds, hey, do you know what kind of cigars you like? Do you know what you don't like? Or is this your first time? And even if you are an experienced smoker, we're gonna walk in that humidor with you, and we're gonna kind of help you pick out a cigar that's more tailored to you. Or if you are an experienced cigar smoker, we're like, hey, have you tried this yet? This is very popular. This has a different wrap on it. We're trying to necessarily kind of push the boundaries of making you comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time, just to kind of push you out of your boundaries, so that way you're willing to try something new. So you have your cigar magazines everywhere, you have chess, so we have table games. All of that is to help stimulate you, kind of bring it together, and anything to kind of get away from the electronic world.
Yeah.
This is that spot to go.
And I really noticed these really comfortable leather chairs.
Absolutely. So the leather chairs, it kind of goes hand in hand with a cigar lounge. Some places they don't follow along with that old kind of stylistic cigar lounge vibe. We want to make sure that this was a classy environment and that you felt comfortable, and this was a place that you could be okay with staying between 2 to 6 hours. So I mean, a good cigar that'll last you 2 hours alone, so you got to be comfortable. So that's what the chairs are for.
I love it. Well, again, just an amazing experience for myself personally, and I hope that when you guys that are watching, come check this place out. It's definitely one of a kind. What are some of those events that you guys host here that the community can enjoy?
So we have a plethora of events that we do basically on a day-to-day, week-to-week, and so in between those we also host a few other things. Every month you'll see a Latin night here, and so we always try to bring in the best talent that we can as far as music, and just bringing in the Latin community, because they need a place to go as well to enjoy themselves. So we're very big into that. Mondays we do industry nights. Okay. And so that's where if you are local, or if you're, say you're a server, for instance, and you want to come place or somewhere local in town where you just want discounted drinks. Well, bartenders, servers, they want to have something at a decent price as well, so we give 30% off to any kind of server industry employee, and they can come here and get that percentage off. Every Tuesday, we do a cigar social. Okay. So let's say that you're maybe not really big into cigars, or maybe you want to get into cigars, whiskeys, whatever your preference is. That is the greatest time to learn. So as soon as you walk in the door, you're going to be learning about what kind of cuts there are, where this cigar came from, where was it made, the different wrappings in it. You're going to learn everything from there. And even if you're a cigar veteran, you're going to get to come to that cigar social and just really expand your knowledge. There's some things that I didn't perhaps even know, but we take that time to really kind of educate each other and learn from each other.
Love that.
So it's a great thing on Tuesdays. Thursdays is we have poker nights. So we have a nice poker ladies who come in here. They kind of host the tournament. Of course, we can't take anything off it, but it's just a great time to enjoy pokers and cigars.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of goes hand in hand with each other.
Love it.
Live music night every Friday, followed by karaoke. Wow. And then sometimes we'll throw in a brunch here or there, or sometimes it all just depends. Yeah. We've had whiskey tastings here. We've done how to make cocktail events. So if you ever want to really get into how to make an old fashioned, we dive into the history of why it's an old fashioned, why you do what you do. So we try and do many things here. A few weeks ago, we had a cigar roller come in from St. Louis, and he actually rolled the cigars right in front of you. You got to hear about his craft everywhere that he's been. It was a fantastic event. This place was full to the brim. It was just so wonderful.
So basically, any night of the week you want to come here, you got something going on.
We have something going on at any given time. Our social media we're pushing out to. Of course, we try and get on Google, but getting out there and getting to the people is what we're trying to do, and give them some place to go and relax.
I love it. Devin, this has been a fun chat, but I really want to go and see some of your favorite cigars in the humidor.
So I'm very excited to show you what we got.
Let's go take a look.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the humidor. Could you kind of show us around so maybe if someone like me knows what we're looking at here?
Oh, absolutely. So as soon as you walk in, you probably notice that the gold ceiling, right?
Yeah.
Everything just kind of reflects off, and it really helps pop these cigars. So as soon as you walk in, you're immediately going to see everything right here in the middle. That's kind of more towards your people who like those flavored cigars, you know, just a little bit of sweetness to it. And this is kind of where everyone starts off in their cigar journey, essentially, right? Because no one wants to start off with these big, robust ones. They're just a little bit.
That's what we have over here?
That's what we have over here. And to my left and to my right, that's kind of where the more seasoned cigar smokers go. So everyone kind of starts here in the middle, and then they kind of branch out from there. So kind of like when I showed you a cigar, and you said you want a little bit of flavor, I always go for that upsetter, that Django upsetter. Just a great mild cigar with just a little bit of flavor. It's a fantastic smoke. And then of course you always have your Deadwood series that's very popular amongst cigar smokers, even the more veterans. They'll enjoy a good sweet cigar at the end of the night.
So which one of these is like your favorite cigar that has a great story around it?
So my favorite cigar, if we come over here, are the Plasencias. I enjoy the heck out of these cigars, mainly because everything that they do is handcrafted. They don't use any kind of machinery. Everything that they do is recycled. They have their own special earthworms that really help with the cigar process. Everything is done handcrafted, and they really specialize when it comes to these cigars.
And what's it called again?
The Plasencia, and my favorite right here is the Alma Fuerte.
Okay,
this is
that's
also
the one you were
Alma
smoking
Fuerte.
earlier.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes, it was. So fantastic cigar, and each cigar has basically its own story. Everything basically came from Cuba, right? And then all of the families just kind of went from there with their seeds and their styles.
Sure.
So everything has its own unique story, and really dive into those companies. You could talk about cigars all day long. It's just truly wonderful.
So looking around, there's tons of cigars, tons of options, different flavors, but there's one thing that caught my eye. What in the world is this?
Oh, these guys. It's more like a novelty item, right? It's actually a fantastic cigar. It comes in the Maduro, it comes in a natural, but these are the La Rotan Drew Estate eggs. And while it does look weird, it is a cigar. And so cigars can be made into any kind of shape or size. And again, it's kind of novelty, but it's just the coolest thing to walk in there and you're just smoking something weird like this.
Yeah.
We have ones that are 10 inches long, 8 inches long. It's crazy how unique they can get with these cigars. This is actually very popular to get, and you won't find a price cheaper than us in any of Missouri as far as that goes.
I love it. Well, thanks for showing us around. Let's go check out the bar.
I agree.
So here we are at the bar. Here's those pools we were talking about. And you mentioned something special about Guinness that you guys have.
Well, absolutely.
It has a cool story with it. Let's hear about that.
So we are the only bar in basically, as far as the state of Missouri, as far as I'm concerned or know, but we're the only ones to have actual certification to pour Guinness from the actual Guinness factory in Ireland.
Certification straight from Guinness. And how did you get that?
Well, I was traveling to see my wife over in Ireland, and we were visiting whiskey factories, we're visiting everything else, and she knew that I like important, cool things like that. So she signed me up for the Guinness pouring class, and sure enough, I got certified to actually pour Guinness and learned all about the history of Guinness and the actual 119.5 seconds, the 6 different steps. It's a wonderful experience. But we're the only one to have certified bartenders in the immediate area as far as Guinness goes.
That's amazing. Well, this is an amazing bar. You're talking about maybe your favorite drink and some drinks that we're gonna have the bartender make. Let's go check those out.
Let's go do it. So Brad here is going to be making what is our signature drink, and that is the Old Fashioned. So again, I mentioned that we've had cocktail classes before where we make these things, but this is our signature for sure. You know, he's adding in the bitters. You have 2 different types of bitters that go in this drink. Your whiskey, your oranges, your cherries, and just a very classic favorite. As you see here, he has the 2-inch cube. We're actually the only place anywhere local that has the clear ice cubes. We actually have a special machine that makes these every day. We produce around 50 pounds of 2-inch ice cubes per day. So this is just a wonderful additive just because you don't want any impurities inside of your whiskeys. So it's very important to us to make sure we have a good quality product to bring to our customers.
Well, Devin, thank you so much for having us out here at the Office Cigar Lounge and Bar. It was an amazing spot. Thank you for showing us around. Right off Missouri Avenue, guys, here in St. Robert. Come by and check this place out. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.